Hey guys, Tara here. Welcome back to another GTA Online racing video. This time, actually a rally race. I think this is one of my first ever proper rally races. So we're using the Kruma for I think the first time ever. So it'll be interesting to see how I managed to drive the Kruma since I've never really actually driven it before. So as you can see here, we're getting a horrible slide through turn 1. Of course, starting last once again, of course. So we're still in P15 of 15. We made that now P14. Actually get a pretty decent run through turn 2, but we've already got quite a gap. Two of the cars in front of us. And to kind of go over the hill, now going breaking out for this apex. Of course, we can't stop in the air, so we missed that corner completely. Looks like one of the other cars spun out there completely. Thankfully, there's a double checkpoint, so you can go either side of it. Now coming up now into the quad section, a complete mayhem. There's cars absolutely everywhere through that section. Now we can slide into the wall now, and now we're facing the wrong way. But can we get between the inside? We just managed to do a bit of a cheeky corner cut there to the inside. Thankfully, we managed to get the checkpoint. Now we're actually into the top 10. And given this is one of my first proper rally races, I'll be happy with the top 10 for this race. Now we've got one of the LG Retros all over us now. Coming up now, it's going to be a huge bump, and this time we're going to fly completely over the track, and now we do a nosedive spin. Now we're facing the complete wrong way. Now we're being a complete noob driving. We're driving the wrong way down the track. But thankfully it's a non-contact race, so it'll make a difference. So we have to go backwards now to get the checkpoint, do a handbrake turn, and then we drop back down now to last position in this race, P15. Now we've got all that work to do once again. We have to try and get any positions from this race. Because we've seen we do open to P10, so we do have some okay-ish pace, but we know that the Kruma would just like to flip. Well, we've seen it likes to roll over. So pretty much got a very stiff suspension, despite it not having any traction loss on compared to tarmac. I'm smacking to the wall there. I'm smacking to another one. Come on, this driving is absolutely terrible so far. Absolutely, completely appalling driving so far. We're going to get another slide. We just absolutely forgot how to drive. I mean, I know it's my first race with the Kruma, but I'm not this bad. I know the Kruma's it's actually, we're just getting 3 positions there from one corner, so imagine there's 2 people, and now we're into P12, so something's gone wrong with 3 people, but it's now still got another 3 laps, but it's left to go, so now we know where we're going. We haven't got the excuse for making mistakes this time. It's like someone's there completely flipped themselves upside down, so that's another 3 position. Now back up now into P11, and to get 1 position now, try and get into the P10. We were braking earlier before the hill, so get a good turn in this time. Now we can use the corner this time because the double checkpoint and get for a bit of a curb boost. Now we're going to be early on the brakes once again, coming up into the quarry section. I mean, is it a quarry? It's meant to be a dead road. We slow once again. We've gone 2 wheels and we missed the checkpoint this time. I mean, how did I miss it? We took the exact same line as last time, and this time we missed the checkpoint. Okay, so we dropped back down to P13 where we were to start the lap. I think that's a Banshee in front of us actually, so quite a few interesting cars in this race. Banshees, LG Retros. So again, since the Kruma is statistically the best car for this race, interesting to see that I haven't actually seen another Kruma in this race. Now getting a good run on this grey car in front of us. We're getting nice early in the break, so thankfully not flipping out to the end. And now this purple car's actually caught us up again. The one that was flipped over at the start of the lap. Now it's getting up now into P10, drop down P11. So this is about now for P10 with this grey LG Retro. And getting a huge slide on once again. I'm pretty sure this Kruma does have some kind of traction loss, otherwise I'm just completely terrible at driving it. Probably the second option there. Now still in P11, this LG Retro is actually pulling away from us, getting a huge slide on once again. This Kruma really not liking this track, surprisingly, since in the mini sports car rally class has no traction loss, so in theory this should be the fastest car to use for rally races. And coming up now into P11 still, we've got a different car in front of us now. I think smacked into that pole once again, so a few issues for a few of the cars. And I get up now into P10 and get past the Comet Safari. I don't think the Comet Safari is actually that slow. I thought the Comet Safari would be faster off-road than what it's proving to be so far. And I've got 2 cars in front of us, so still possibly a P8 up for grabs. Still 2 laps, or just under 2 laps of this race left to go. We are gaining on the edge in front of us, so if we can get the lines right, we have some pretty good pace there. Nice apex there to the inside line. Now we actually get up now into P8. So can you make any progress further from here? Once again, getting nice and early on the brakes there, so not spin ourselves out. Once again, can we try and get this corner right for once in this race? Getting a bit slow once again, so getting a bit twitchy still, but thankfully we actually managed to get around that corner for once, so now we just find ourselves in a pretty much no man land, currently in P8, so it's still got thankfully you got a gap to the cars behind. All it takes is one mistake for us to drop us back down to them once again. And he goes once again, if it's going to, no, we're going to slide out, come on, we could just hold it on top this time, mount the corner top completely, and we do drop down to P9. That LG has had some pretty much the same issues as we had with that corner. There's something about that corner that I can't really like. Something about that corner that LG doesn't like either. So now we get back up now into P8, and we see we're over 30 seconds behind the leader. I have no idea how the leader is doing such a good job of keeping it on the track. I think someone else had just flew straight over the corner like we did back on lap 1. And I don't really think that we're going to make any much more progress from our P8 position. So of course we're not going to win this race. That's easily out of the question now. Well, the only way we'd win this race is if we desync everyone else and we lag out the race. But now we're going to go under attack once again from this silver elegy. This elegy would just not go away. Now going down, drop down to P9 once again. Now try and get a good run on this energy now. Coming on now. Using that zero traction loss to our advantage. Now we get back up now into P8. Coming on now to the final lap of this race. Because of course we're not going to win this race. So now we can try and push it to the max now. Try and solidify P8 position. I doubt we're going to get fastest lap, even though we're in statistically the best car. So just try and go just floor it for this lap now. Try and push it to the maximum. Try and get the fastest lap that we can. Of course, we're taking a rest on this lap, which should solidify our P8 position. Hopefully, we can try and gain on 7th place. 7th place isn't that far in front of us, so there's a chance that we could possibly try and catch them and we get a really nice run through that left-hander this time. Now it's coming up now through this double right-hander, but it's going to keep it flawed. Now try and getting a nice bit of slide in there, of course, using the off-road tyres to our advantage, because this is the only car that I race with off-road wheels since it's made for off-road conditions. Now getting a good run through this right-hander, getting nice and early on the brakes. The car getting a bit snappy on the braking there once again. Still managed to keep it on straight time. Still, we're in P8 and still getting a bit of a slide on there, so that's going to cost us a bit of time, but I don't think it's going to make all too much difference now, as first place has actually finished the race now. So GG to them. Some mega pace for them. This is an absolutely flawless race, I'd imagine, for them. I mean, they may not have the fastest lap. We'll see at the end of the race who actually had the fastest lap, and now it's not going to be us now, going sideways and launching ourselves, so we're definitely not going to have the fastest lap now. I mean, probably still going to be a personal best lap for ourselves, but no way is this going to be the fastest lap now for ourselves. Now getting a tight line to the getting a bit of slide on over the curbing. Now coming up now through into the final dash. Now getting a huge bump now, hit the dirt, now we smash into this bollard, and that can we still keep it in P8 now? We get going P8, there's a car right behind us, we look behind us, now we smash into another pole, and now we drop down into P9, so a terrible end to the race for ourselves, and we're going to finish in P9. Actually, did I say P8? I think I maybe said P8, so I think someone's actually waiting at the finish line. I mean, again, 3 positions, I'm not going to argue with 3 positions. So Junior Spiller would take victory, with Colin in 2nd, Bank Job in 3rd, Exotic in 4th, with Monster Green in 5th, Simo in 6th, Red Leicester in 7th. We actually finished in 8th, so someone was waiting at the line with a best lap of 1 minute 39. That's actually 10 seconds off the best lap, with Candy in 9th and Ico rounding off the top 10. So that's been a rather disastrous rally race. Remember to leave a like if you enjoyed the video, leave a comment down below, subscribe if you're new. I'll see you all next time.